5 ways to frustrate a narcissist. Opening with high energy. How many of you have ever dealt with someone who makes everything about them? The kind of person who drains your energy, undermines your confidence, and somehow turns every situation into their personal stage. Yeah, we all have. But guess what? Today we flip the script. Today we talk about how you take your power back, because no one, not a manipulator, not an energy vampire, and definitely not a narcissist, gets to control your life. Who's with me? Pause for cheers. Set boundaries like a fortress. Narcissists hate boundaries. They want unlimited access to your time, your mind, your emotions. But here's the deal. You train people how to treat you. If you don't set clear boundaries, they will walk all over you. So you say no, not with guilt, not with explanation. Just a firm no. And when they push, you don't budge. They'll get frustrated real fast. Starve them of attention. Narcissists thrive on attention, good or bad. They don't care. Your energy is their fuel. So what do? We cut off the supply. No more reacting, no more defending, no more arguing. You respond with cool, calm indifference. They want drama. You give them silence. Watch them squirm. Call out their games. The manipulators operate in the shadows. They want you to doubt yourself. But when you call them out, and you shine a spotlight on their tactics, they lose power. You say, I see what you're doing, and I'm not playing. Game over. Elevate yourself. The best way to frustrate a narcissist? Win. They want you doubting yourself, playing small. But when you level up, when you build success, confidence, and joy, they can't stand it. So focus on you. Focus on your goals, your growth, your happiness. Make your life so big and bright that their negativity becomes irrelevant. Walk away and mean it. Here's the hardest truth. The most powerful move you can make is to walk away. And I don't mean just physically. I mean emotionally, mentally. Cut the cord. When you stop seeking their approval, when you stop engaging, when you stop needing anything from them, you win. And they hate it. Nothing frustrates a narcissist more than losing control over you. Closing with power. Listen to me. You are not here to be a supporting character in someone else's ego show. You are here to lead, to thrive, to own your life. So today, make the decision, set the boundary, protect your energy, call out the games, level up. And if you need to, walk away, because you are unstoppable. Who's ready to take their power back today? But boundaries train people how to treat you. People treat you the way you allow them to. If you don't define what's acceptable, someone else will. And trust me, it won't be in your favor. You have to become the CEO of your life. And the first step, setting non-negotiable boundaries. A narcissist will push, pull, manipulate, and test you because they want access. They don't just want your time. They want your energy, your emotions, your validation. It's like a game to them. And the prize is your compliance. But here's the truth. You are not a doormat. You are a leader, and a leader sets the rules for how they engage with the world. So you decide what's okay, what's not, and what you refuse to tolerate. When you establish boundaries, expect pushback. The moment you say, no, that doesn't work for me, they'll guilt trip you, they'll play the victim, they'll try to make you feel like you're the bad guy. But guess what? That's just proof that your boundaries are working. Boundaries are like a muscle. The more you use them, the stronger they get. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. You might worry about losing relationships. You might feel guilty. That's normal. But discomfort is the price of power, and power is what you need to reclaim your life. Think about this. If someone can't respect your boundaries, do they really respect you? The answer is no. And people who don't respect you don't belong in your inner circle. The key here is clarity. You don't have to explain yourself, you don't have to negotiate, and you don't owe anyone a 10-page essay on why you're setting limits. A simple, that doesn't work for me, is all you need. You're not here to fix, save, or rescue anyone from their own toxic behaviors. Your job is to protect your peace, guard your energy, and build an environment where you thrive. You matter too. Think of your time, energy, and emotions as a bank account. Would you give away all your money to someone who wastes it? No. So why would you give your energy to someone who disrespects it? Protect it like you would your wealth. A narcissist wants unrestricted access. They want to break down your walls. And when they realize they can't, well, they'll get frustrated, they'll panic, they'll scramble. Because the second they can't manipulate you, they lose control. Here's the kicker. Boundaries don't just push toxic people away, they attract the right ones. When you set standards, the right people will respect them. They'll admire you for them, and they'll rise to meet them. So if you've been hesitant to set boundaries, I want you to ask yourself, who's really in control of your life right now? If the answer isn't you, then today is the day that changes. You weren't born to be someone's emotional puppet. You weren't designed to be someone's personal emotional dump site. You are here to live with power, confidence, and clarity. And boundaries are how you take that first step. If you don't set boundaries, someone else will set them for you, and you won't like the result. Make today the day you take your power back. Make today the day you decide, no more. To starve them of attention is addiction, and difference is your superpower. Narcissists don't care if you love them or hate them. They just want you to react. Your reaction is their fuel. Your emotions are their playground, and the second you stop feeding them, they starve. The game is simple. They push your buttons and you react. They insult you and you defend yourself. They gaslight you and you explain. Every time you engage, you give them what they want, control. But what happens when you stop? What happens when you refuse to play? What happens when their insults, their manipulation, their games no longer affect you? They lose. And that drives them crazy. Indifference is not weakness. It's the ultimate power move. When you stop reacting, you send a clear message. You don't control me anymore. At first, they'll try harder. They'll push your limits. They'll say things they know will get under your skin. But the more you stay neutral, the more frustrated they become. You're taking away their oxygen. Picture this. A narcissist thrives on attention like a fire thrives on oxygen. If you keep feeding it, it grows. But if you cut off the air supply, it suffocates. It dies out. And that's exactly what happens when you disengage. Silence is your greatest weapon. When they try to provoke you, don't respond. When they try to bait you, don't bite. When they demand attention, don't give it. Watch how quickly they spiral. Because here's the thing. They need your energy to function. They need your reaction to feel important. But when you stop reacting, they start to feel powerless. And narcissists hate feeling powerless. Some people think ignoring a narcissist is passive, but it's the opposite. It's the strongest move you can make. It says, I am so in control of myself that nothing you do affects me. And let me tell you, nothing is more infuriating to someone who thrives on control than realizing they no longer have any over you. So if you've ever felt trapped, if you've ever felt like you're constantly walking on eggshells, if you've ever felt like you have to respond just to defend yourself, today is the day you break free. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to fight back. You don't have to prove anything. You just have to stop giving them what they want. And when you do, everything changes. When you master indifference, you become untouchable. You become unshakable. You become free. And nothing frustrates a narcissist more than realizing they no longer have access to you. So starting today, take back your energy. Protect your peace. Give your attention to the things that matter. And watch as the people who thrived on your reactions start to fade away. Because your life isn't a circus and they aren't the ringmaster. You decide where your energy goes. And from this moment forward, it goes where you choose, not where they demand. Now let's get to work. Call out their games. Shine a light on manufacturing. Narcissists operate in the shadows. They don't want you to see the strings they're pulling. They want you confused, second-guessing yourself, doubting your own mind. Because when you're unsure, you're easier to control. But let's expose the truth. Manipulation only works when you don't see it happening. The second you call it out, the second you shine a light on their tactics, the power dynamic shifts. You take control. You flip the script. And that frustrates them like nothing else. Think about it. If a magician tells you exactly how they do their tricks, the magic disappears. It's the same with a narcissist. The moment you say, I see what you're doing, their power crumbles. They gaslight you. You say, that's not what happened, and we both know it. They try to guilt trip you. You say, I don't take responsibility for emotions that aren't mine. They twist your words. You say, you're misrepresenting what I said, and I won't allow it. No drama, no emotion, just facts, just clarity, just truth. And truth is their kryptonite. They expect you to back down. They expect you to get defensive. But when you stay calm, when you don't take the bait, when you hold your ground with absolute certainty, they have nowhere to go. Because here's the thing, narcissists need you to play their game. The moment you stop playing, the moment you start exposing the rules, the game is over. And they hate that. They'll deny it, they'll deflect, they'll try to make you feel crazy for calling them out. But stay firm, hold the line, let them squirm. Their discomfort is proof that they've been caught. It doesn't matter if they refuse to admit it. You don't need their validation. You don't need them to confess. The goal isn't to make them agree. The goal is to make yourself immune to their deception. So when they try to gaslight you, keep a record, write things down, save messages, keep receipts. Not because you need to prove it to them, but because you need to stay grounded in reality. Because let's be real, when you're dealing with someone who constantly twists reality, it's easy to get lost. But the more you see their patterns, the more you call them out, the less power they have over you. This is about standing in your truth. This is about refusing to let anyone distort your reality. This is about breaking free from manipulation for good. So from today forward, make a decision. No more silence, no more second guessing, no more falling into their traps. You see the game, you call it out, and you refuse to play. Because the moment you stop being their puppet, they stop being the puppeteer. And that is power. Elevate yourself. Elevate yourself, elevate your life, and make their negativity your relief. The best revenge, success. The best way to frustrate a narcissist, rise so high that their negativity doesn't even reach you. They want you stuck. They want you doubting yourself. They want you playing small, because the bigger you become, the smaller they feel. That's why they sabotage. That's why they criticize. That's why they try to keep you from growing. But here's the truth. When you focus on you, on your growth, your goals, your happiness, you take away their power. You shift your energy from defending yourself to building yourself. A narcissist thrives when you stay trapped in their world. But when you step into your world, when you pour into your passions, your health, your purpose, they become nothing more than background noise. Think about it. When you're too busy winning, you don't have time for their mind games. When you're too focused on becoming your best self, their opinions become irrelevant. When you're living in abundance, their scarcity mindset looks pathetic. They'll try to pull you back down. They'll try to remind you of your past mistakes. They'll try to convince you that you're not good enough. But those are just their fears talking, because deep down they know they can't follow you where you're going. Every time you elevate, you shine a mirror on their own insecurity. They hate seeing you grow because it forces them to confront their own lack, but that's not your problem. Your only job is to This is about shifting your energy. Instead of focusing on proving them wrong, focus on proving yourself right. Instead of seeking their validation, seek your own success. Instead of fighting their negativity, build a life so fulfilling that their negativity becomes irrelevant. You don't rise by tearing others down. You rise by lifting yourself up, by setting goals and smashing them, by investing in your future, by becoming the kind of person they can't even reach. And that's the ultimate frustration for a narcissist. They can't control you if they can't reach you. They can't affect you if you've outgrown them. They can't drag you down if you refuse to engage. So today, make a decision. Focus on your growth. Focus on your happiness. Focus on becoming so successful, so confident, so fulfilled that their toxicity has no place in your world. Because at the end of the day, the best way to frustrate a narcissist is to show them that you don't need them, that their words don't define you, that their opinions don't shape you, that you are in charge of your destiny. And once you embrace that, nothing can stop you. Walk away and mean it. True power is detached. Here's the hardest truth. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to leave, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and energetically. Full detachment. Narcissists expect you to stay hooked. They expect you to keep coming back, explaining, defending, proving, because as long as you're engaging, they still have control. But the moment you decide, I'm done, that's when you win. Walking away doesn't mean you lost. It means you finally realized you deserve better. And that realization, that's what makes them panic. Because they never thought you'd actually leave. They'll try to pull you back in. They'll play the victim. They'll make promises. They'll say all the right things, hoping you'll crack. But don't fall for it. Their words are empty. Their patterns won't change, and you know it. Detachment is freedom. It means you no longer need their approval. It means you no longer crave their validation. It means their chaos no longer affects your peace. And that is the most frustrating thing in the world for them. Because a narcissist's worst fear isn't losing you, it's losing control over you. And when you walk away with confidence, when you move on without looking back, they realize they have no power left. No explanations, no drawn-out conversations, no justifying your decision. You don't owe them closure, because closure is just another way they try to keep you in their web. So if you've been holding on, waiting for them to change, waiting for them to suddenly become the person you hoped they would be, let this be your sign. It's time to choose you. Walking away isn't weakness, it's the ultimate strength. It's saying, I am worth more than this. I deserve better than this, and I refuse to let someone who doesn't respect me take up space in my life. Because at the end of the day, the best way to frustrate a narcissist is to show them they no longer matter, that their influence is gone, that you are free. And that freedom, that's where your real power begins. Now go claim it. That's how you take your power back. That's how you frustrate a narcissist. And that's how you become you, unstoppable. Who's ready to step into their power today? Own your energy. Don't let them dictate your emotion. Energy is everything. It's your mindset, your focus, your ability to create, to love, to grow. And guess what? A narcissist's number one goal is to hijack your energy. Because if they can control how you feel, they can control what you do. Think about it. How many times have they ruined your day with just a few words? How many times have you woken up feeling great and then one interaction with them sent you spiraling? That's not an accident. That's their playbook. They poke, they prod, they push. And the second you react, boom, they've won. Because now, instead of focusing on your goals, your peace, your life, you're caught up in their storm. And they love that. But here's where everything changes. The moment you decide that no one controls your energy except you become unstoppable. You take your power back, you set the rules. And that drives them crazy. Because narcissists need your emotional reaction. They live for it. It's their fuel. But what happens when you stop feeding them? What happens when you choose peace over drama, focus over distractions, self-worth over their mind games? They lose completely. You have to guard your energy like it's the most valuable thing in the world, because it is. It determines your success, your happiness, your future. And when you learn to master it, no one, not a manipulator, not a critic, not a single toxic person can shake you. This means becoming aware. It means asking yourself, am I reacting or am I choosing? Because every single time you engage in their chaos, it's a choice. And when you realize that, you gain control. So what do? You practice emotional discipline. You learn to pause before reacting. You recognize their tactics and refuse to get sucked in. You become so grounded in your own truth that no one, not even the most skilled manipulator, can shake your foundation. You don't let their bad mood ruin your good one. You don't let their insecurities make you doubt yourself. You don't let their negativity dictate your future. You set the tone, you set the focus, you set the energy. And trust me, this will frustrate them more than anything. Because nothing makes a narcissist angrier than realizing they no longer have power over your emotions. This is about control, not over them, but over yourself. Because when you control your energy, you control your life. And when you control your life, nothing they do can touch you. So from this moment forward, make a decision. Your energy belongs to you. Your emotions are yours to command. And the next time they try to pull you into their storm, you stay in your sunshine. You stay in your power. You stay in control. And when they realize they can't break you, that's the moment you truly win. Obedience to Hebel, stand firm, rise higher. Never let them win. There's something narcissists don't want you to know, something they'll never admit, something that terrifies them more than anything else. You want to know what it is? They know you're stronger than them. They know you're smarter than them. They know that deep down, you have something they'll never have, authentic power. And that scares the hell out of them. Because they don't operate from real strength. They operate from illusion, from smoke and mirrors, from tricks and mind games. But you have something real. And the moment you own that power, they lose everything. So here's your mission. Be unhappy. Stand firm. Refuse to break. Refuse to back down. Refuse to let anyone, especially someone who thrives on manipulation, dictate your worth. They will try everything. They will attack your confidence, your dreams, your relationships. They will try to make you feel small because small people are easier to control. But you are not small. You are powerful beyond measure, and it's time you start acting like it. Every insult they throw at you, let it bounce off. Every manipulation tactic, recognize it and shut it down. Every attempt to make you feel less than, laugh at it, because you know who you are, and who you are is unshakable. And let me tell you something, the more unshakable you become, the more desperate they get. They will throw tantrums. They will try to provoke you. They will scramble to regain control. But guess what? It won't work. Not anymore. I'm Arnett LeMay, Texas by birth. I'm 34 because you've evolved, you've grown, you've seen through their games, and now you refuse to play. And when they realize they can't break you, when they realize they can't shake you, when they realize they no longer have power over you, that's when you truly win. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about proving anything to them. This is about you stepping into your greatness. This is about you realizing that you were never meant to live in their shadow. You were meant to shine on your own. So if you've ever felt weak, if you've ever felt like you had no power, if you've ever felt like they had control, let me tell you something. That was never the truth. The truth is, you are stronger than you know. And now it's time to own that strength. Be unshakable, stand firm, rise higher. Because the second you do, you become untouchable. And that is the one thing they never wanted to happen. Final power move. Take your life back. Today is the day everything changes. Today is the day you stop reacting and start choosing. Today is the day you set boundaries, protect your energy, call out the games, elevate yourself, and walk away with power. Power fuels progress. Power fuels progress, and not to grow and not to strive. You were never meant to be controlled. You were never meant to shrink. You were never meant to live in someone else's chaos. You were meant to thrive. So take back your power, take back your focus, take back your life, because the most frustrating thing you can do to a narcissist, win, without them. And when you do that, you don't just frustrate them, you free yourself. Claim your power, live unstoppable. This is it. This is your moment. The moment you decide, truly decide, that you will no longer be controlled, manipulated, or held back. The moment you reclaim your power and step into the life you were always meant to live. Because here's the truth. A narcissist's power was never real. It was always an illusion, a trick, a lie, designed to make you doubt yourself. But now you see through it. Now you know the game. And now you refuse to play. You've learned the 5 ways to frustrate them. You've learned how to take back control. You've learned that the most powerful thing you can do is not fight, not prove, not explain, but rise. Rise so high that their negativity can't even touch you. Rise so strong that their games no longer affect you. Rise so certain in who you are that their words hold no weight. They want you to be reactive, you stay calm. They want you to seek their approval, you validate yourself. They want you stuck in their cycle. You break free and never look back. And that's where your power is. Not in proving them wrong, but in proving yourself right. Not in getting revenge, but in living so well that their absence feels like a gift. Not in fighting their battles, but in winning your own. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about them. It was never about them. It's about you, your life, your happiness, your future. And the moment you shift your focus back to you, the moment you pour all that energy into building the life you deserve, you become unstoppable. So this is your challenge, your mission, your moment. Walk away from the drama. Cut the strings they've used to control you. Set boundaries and enforce them. Elevate yourself so high that their negativity no longer reaches you. And when they realize they've lost their grip on you, when they see that you are no longer the same person they once controlled, that's when you've truly won. This is your time, your power, your life. Take it, own it, and never, ever give it away again. Who's ready to rise? Let's go.